Hello! I'm starting this new thing where I'm getting up at 5:30 and I feel absolutely shattered. I'm hoping it's going to make me more productive and be able to squeeze more into the day, but I'll let you know how it goes. But at the moment, I am shattered. So as you would have seen at the start of the video, I'm now weighing in 87.7 kilograms, which is actually an increase from before when I started my diet break. So if you're following along with these videos, you'll know that 2 days ago I started my diet break from the bulk I'm doing. So what that means is I've taken my calories from 3,750 calories a day down to my maintenance calorie levels of 3,000 calories a day. Reason for that is I'm trying to keep my body fat in check so it doesn't get too out of hand. So when I get to my desired weight and I do a cut and I try to shred down, that I don't have to do it too drastically to get rid of a silly amount of body fat. I'll be able to do a cut for a shorter period of time and get myself into a lean state very, very quickly. So that is what I'm doing, that is the plan. So what I wanted to mention was that although my weight has increased in the past 2 days, I'm not panicking because I know that my calories have reduced. I'm in control of the system, so I know what is going in, I know what my body's going to react to. So sometimes you just have to trust the system and know that it's going to work. Your body weight isn't always going to move in a straight line. It's not going to, if you're consuming loads and loads of calories, it doesn't mean that you're going to go up in weight every single day. You might stay the same, go up. I mean, you are going to be going on an upward trend, but it's not going to be every single day you're making gains. And likewise the other way, if you're in a calorie deficit, it doesn't mean that every single day you're going to be losing weight. Over a period of time, you will of course continue to lose weight, but from day to day, it's not going to happen like that. So, just wanted to say, although my weight has increased, I'm not panicking, I'm sticking to the calories that I'm on. I'm going to trust in the system and going to see my weight go down, although as I said, it's going to be psychologically very hard to do, but I know that it's going to be the best thing. So this is me being an absolute moron and showing my immaculate chest hair. I wanted to do a bit of a physique update and just show you why I'm going on this diet break. So I've measured my body fat percentage, and when I started the bulk I was at around 13.2%, and now I'm pushing on 14.5 to 15% body fat, which doesn't seem like a lot, but it's noticeable, and I definitely notice it, and I want to make sure that I nip it in the bud now before my body fat gets too high and then I have to do too much of a cut to get it in line, and then it just becomes a bit of a mess and I'm just forever up and down, up and down. Yeah, so I'm just showing you really my physique right now. Hopefully we'll notice a difference at the end of these 2 weeks, and then we'll get back on the bulk again and probably end up in the same situation very soon. Now I realise that in this video it's going to have gone from day to night pretty quickly, but that's the nature of my work, that is what it is at the moment. Anyway, what I did want to do is I wanted to talk a bit more about a point I made in my last video where I was saying that it's going to be very difficult working out at maintenance calories knowing that I'm not making any muscle gains. And I wanted to just touch on that a little bit more and explain the benefits and the reasons as to why you should keep your workout the same and why you shouldn't fall into the trap of thinking that you need to do more cardio, more reps, or maybe just not going to the gym at all. And it's a few things. One reason is that you want to give your body a reason to keep hold of the muscle and the strength that it has. If you drop your calories and then reduce the weights that you're doing, or decrease the difficulty of your workouts, then your body's going to think, great, I don't have to build this muscle anymore, I can use these calories elsewhere, and your body is going to adapt to what it's being given. And if you're giving it the easy option, it will take the easy option and it will adapt as quickly as possible. So you need to make sure that you keep your workout intensity and you keep your weights and the difficulty of the same standard as much as you can, in order to give your body that reason to stay, to keep hold of that muscle and to maintain it. Now the other reason is that I am only dropping down to my maintenance calorie levels, which means that I won't put on any more size, but what I will be able to do is I will still be able to make some strength progressions, and I'll still be able to improve in the gym. So making sure that I keep my workouts intense to the same level as best I can on less calories is important, to make sure that when I do increase my calories, I am straight back on the horse, as they say. I hit the ground running and I can continue progressing with my strength, with my muscle building, etc, etc. So I'm going to apologise for the footage on this workout because I had to record it myself. Normally I would train with my brother who would record it, but I had to make do with just myself, and therefore some of the angles are appalling. This first one, as an example, I started with pull-ups. Now I've only got the final set because every time I kept setting the camera up, it just kept falling down. So this, believe it or not, is the best angle that I could get. So trying to hit every single muscle in the back. So what that means for me is I try to mix pulling down motions with pulling backward motions. So for example, a pull-up that you just saw there, mixed with a row as an example. So I always, as you know if you've been following me on this channel, I try to put body weight exercise in wherever I can. I absolutely love it. I think it's better than weight training purely because of the progressions, and I just find it so much more enjoyable. So these rings actually aren't at the gym. These are my own, and I just take them with me. They cost me about 20 quid, and I can take them and attach them to absolutely anything, and I can do exercises for the entire upper body using them. They're brilliant. So if you haven't got a set, definitely get yourself a set. And here's an example of how bad my camera work was, but you can see my bum moving up and down at the very least. Oh, and by the way, the hat, if you think it makes me look like a Smurf, then please comment down below. I think it is, look, it's practical, okay? So yeah, I did pull-ups, then I did body weight rows, and then I went on to another pulling down motion, which is chin-ups. So I would alternate pulling down with pulling backwards. So as you saw, I did pull-ups, then I did rows, and then I went into chin-ups, another pulling down motion. Now this I think I'm very, very strong at. So I will do it more towards the end of the workout, like I've done today, because I've got so much more energy. Exercises that I'm not as good at, I will do at the beginning. So pull-ups, I'd say I'm pretty good at pull-ups, but I want to be much, much better. So I do it at the very beginning when I've got all the energy and I can get out as much as possible. I'm also cracking on with the muscle up, and pull-up is a good exercise to do. It's going to help me improve my sorry, hiccups, improve my muscle up. So start with that when I've got most energy, blah blah blah. I'm repeating myself. Anyway, so I then moved on to a seated row. I don't always do these, but I just fancied it today. Sometimes it's enjoyable to deviate from your workout plan and just train a bit instinctively. You know, what do you feel needs to be worked? You know what they say, you know, listen to your body, blah blah blah. But there is some truth in that. You know, if you fancy doing it and you feel like you could really work the muscle from doing that, then absolutely go ahead and do it. Now, one thing I haven't mentioned is how I'm doing the reps. So you'll see that I'm doing an explosive contraction, and then I'm slowly controlling the eccentric, the backward part of the movement. You'll notice I do that in all the exercises, which I think is definitely crucial for muscle growth. The other thing I haven't mentioned is the sort of reps and sets that I'm doing. So I was doing 3 sets, 8 to 12 reps on all the exercises today. That's not the case for all my workouts, but for today's workout it was. So yeah. So I'm going to end the video here. I don't know if I've said it before, but I think you should like and subscribe. You'll probably find it useful. No, in all seriousness, thank you so much for watching. My next video is going to be about how you juggle fitness and training with a 9 to 5 job. So if you think that sounds useful, then subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.